The Apple Watch Series 6, released in September 2020, is identical in design to the Series 5, but there are some notable health-related features along with a faster chip for better performance. Hey guys, this is Dhruval. Welcome to my channel Technocrat Dhruval. We all have long waited for the Apple Watch Series 6 to get released, and now that it has came to the market, the watch is packed with some mind-blowing all new features which I will discuss in this video. Before we begin, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I upload new video. So without keeping you all waiting, let's get started. Like the Apple Watch Series 5, the Apple Watch Series 6 features an OLED ultra low power temperature polysilicon and oxide display LTPO to enable an always-on retina display, which allows time, complications and other information to be continually visible with the screen no longer going black when the Apple Watch is not in use. With the always-on display, you don't need to raise your wrist to see the time, and when using the workout app, workout metrics are visible at all times, so you can keep track of metrics like how many calories you are burning, how far you have run and how long you have worked out. The display dims when the wrist is down in order to preserve battery life, but key features like watch hands stay lit all the time. Touching the watch face or raising the wrist brings the display back to full brightness, and to minimize battery drain, Apple has optimized watch faces for the feature. The Apple Watch display also has a variable refresh rate that drops from 60 Hz to as low as 1 Hz when the watch is inactive. The always-on display of the Apple Watch Series 6 is 2.5 times brighter when outdoors when the wrist is down, which makes it easier to see when exercising in bright sun. There's also an always-on barometric altimeter that continually tracks elevation changes in real time for hiking, skiing and similar activities. The Apple Watch Series 6 offers many of the same display specifications as the Apple Watch Series 5, such as 1000 nits brightness. The aluminum Apple Watch models features ION-X glass to protect the display, while stainless steel and titanium models use sapphire crystal glass. Sapphire crystal glass offers better scratch resistance than ION-X glass because it is a harder material, which means the models with sapphire crystal models are resistant to scratching and everyday wear. The 40mm Apple Watch Series 6 features a resolution of 324 by 394 pixels, while the larger 44mm Apple Watch series has a resolution of 368 by 448. This translates to a 759mm square display area for the 40mm Apple Watch and 977mm square display area for the 44mm Apple Watch. Those who have owned several versions of the Apple Watch are familiar with the force touch gestures that popped up interactive menus and settings when pressing down on the watch display with a finger. Apple removed force touch in watchOS 7, so those gestures are no longer available. All the functionality enabled by force touch continues to be accessible on the Apple Watch, but through new swipe down gestures. For the most part, anything that used to be possible with force touch can be done by using a finger or the digital crown to scroll down to access additional settings. Clearing all notifications, for example, can be done by swiping down to the top of the notification list. Composing a message in Messages is done with the same swipe down action. In some cases, gestures are replaced with new icons that you can tap, such as when accessing controls with the camera app, or with new screens you can swipe between, as is the case when changing a move goal in the Activity app. Other options have been moved to the Settings app, and in the case of creating new watch faces, it's been swept with a long press gesture. Series 6 Apple Watch models are rated for immersion in water as deep as 50 meters thanks to seals and adhesives. The speaker, which needs air to produce sound, is the only point of ingress and has been designed to expel water from itself using sound vibrations after exposure to moisture. Because it is rated for 50-meter immersion, the Apple Watch can be used when swimming in the ocean or in a pool. It is only suited to shallow water activities through and can't be used for scuba diving, water skiing, showering or other activities that involve high velocity water or deep submersion. Apple's Apple Watch warranty does not cover water damage, so it is best to use caution when exposing the watch to water. There's a faster dual-core S6 system in package in the Apple Watch Series 6, which is based on the A13 Bionic processor used in the iPhone 11. According to Apple, the S6 chip is up to 20% faster than the S5 chip in the prior generation Apple Watch, allowing apps to launch 20% faster. It offers the same 18-hour battery life, which Apple considers to be all-day battery. Apple Watch Series 6 offers the same health features available in the Series 5 plus blood oxygen monitoring. A second generation optical heart rate sensor calculates metrics like calorie burn, resting heart rate and a heart rate that's too high, and the electrical heart rate sensor can be used for taking electrocardiograms, while new LEDs and infrared light enable blood oxygen monitoring. A built-in accelerometer and gyroscope enable other important health-related features such as fall detection. The Apple Watch can detect a low heart rate, a high heart rate, and an abnormal heart rate, monitoring for health problems like atrial fibrillation and sending notifications when anomalies are detected. The sensors on the back of the Apple Watch enable the blood oxygen monitoring feature available in the Apple Watch Series 6. Blood oxygen saturation in a healthy individual is around 95 to 100%, and when the percentage of oxygen in the blood drops below that, it can be indicative of a serious health issue that needs immediate attention. Green, red and infrared LEDs shine light onto the blood vessels in the wrist, with photodiodes measuring the amount of light reflected back. Apple's algorithms then calculate the color of the blood, which is an indication of how much oxygen is present. Bright red blood is well oxygenated, while darker blood has less oxygen, and that is how the Apple Watch makes its determination about blood oxygen level. The Series 6 can measure blood oxygen between 70 and 100%. Blood oxygen measurements can be taken on demand using the new blood oxygen app that's installed on the Apple Watch. To take a measurement, make sure the Apple Watch is snug on the wrist, open the app, stay still and keep the wrist flat. Tap the start button and then hold your arm steady for 15 seconds. At the end of the elapsed time, the Apple Watch will provide a reading of your blood oxygen level with the data stored in the Health app on the iPhone. The Apple Watch Series 6 also takes some blood oxygen measurements in the background, and this is set up when the Apple Watch is set up. These settings are available in the Health app on the iPhone. Tap Browse, then go to Respiratory, go to Blood Oxygen and then go to Set up Blood Oxygen. Blood oxygen measurements will happen when there is no movement, and based on your daily activity, the number of readings per day and the time between readings will vary. Blood oxygen measurements result in a bright light on the wrist that can be distracting in dark rooms, so background measurements can be turned off for sleep mode and theater mode if desired through the Apple Watch Settings app. During sleep, blood oxygen measurements are only taken if the track sleep with Apple Watch option is enabled and the watch is being used for sleep tracking purposes. Keeping still is essential for accurate measurements, and the watch must be able to make good contact with the top of the wrist through a snug wristband. Apple says that tattoos can impact performance as the skin perfusion or the amount of blood flowing through the skin. In cold weather, for example, readings can be affected. Postures like having the arm hanging at your side or fingers in a fist position can cause unsuccessful measurements, as can motion. And if the resting heart rate is above 150 beats per minute, the Apple Watch won't be able to provide a successful blood oxygen reading. According to Apple, blood oxygen measurements taken with the Apple Watch Series 6 are not meant for medical use and are designed for general fitness and wellness purposes. Because blood oxygen monitoring does not require the same regulatory approval as ECG readings, it is available in more than 100 countries with a list that can be found on Apple's website. Electrodes in the back of the Apple Watch and the digital crown work together to allow users to take single lead electrocardiograms, just like in the Apple Watch Series 4. An ECG measures the electrical activity of the heart and can be used to diagnose health conditions by a doctor. ECGs are captured by holding a finger on the digital crown of the Apple Watch and can detect a sinus rhythm, an abnormal result, or sometimes an inconclusive result that should be shared with a doctor. A single lead ECG like the Apple Watch means there are 2 points of contact measuring the electrical sensations of your heart. Clinical electrocardiograms done by your doctor can have 6 to 12 leads for greater accuracy, but the Apple Watch offers the convenience of being able to take an ECG anytime, anywhere in approximately 30 seconds. Because regulatory clearance is required for the ECG features, it is limited to Apple Watch users in selected countries, with a list available on Apple's feature availability website. With watchOS 7, the Apple Watch Series 6 can be worn at night to monitor your sleep, with Apple providing data on how long you sleep each night. The feature also offers up useful tools for getting a better night's sleep, with details available in Sleep Tracking Guide. Sleep tracking is available on older Apple Watch models as well, as it is enabled through software rather than hardware, but the Series 6 brings better battery efficiency and faster charging, so you can charge your Apple Watch quicker in the morning after a night's sleep. Number 1. Sensors. Apple Watch Series 6 features electrical and optical heart rate sensors, LEDs and infrared light for blood oxygen monitoring, a next generation accelerometer used for fall detection among other things, a gyroscope, an ambient light sensor, and a more battery efficient barometric altimeter to track flights of their stairs climbed, elevation gains when climbing, and more. Number 2. Compass. There's a built-in compass and a compass app that lets users see their heading, incline, latitude, longitude, and current elevation. Compass functionality is included in the Maps app to let users see which way they are facing when getting directions. Number 3. Storage. Apple Watch Series 6 models feature 32 GB of storage space for music and apps. Number 4. No power adapter. The 2020 Apple Watch models do not come with a 5-watt power adapter in the box like prior Apple Watch models, with Apple instead relying on people to use their existing power adapter options. Apple does continue to provide an Apple Watch charging puck and cable alongside the Apple Watch. So guys, that's all from Apple Watch Series 6 all new features list. The most amazing feature is the ultimate health feature. As you saw, the all new health feature is so powerful and helpful. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button and share this video as much as you can. That will be huge support to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please hit the red subscribe button down below and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new video. Also follow me on Instagram at Technocrat_Dhruval. We'll see you guys in the next helpful video. Till then, stay safe and stay motivated. Peace.